Kodiak Island on 6-1. Baez now out to 13-2, and Brennan St Jules at 7s from 13-2, and Cool Ground also a 7-1 chance, this time from 8s. Nick the Brief steady on 8-1, and Invo Back Token at 10s. Tarconi 16-1, together with Team Challenge. They go 33s bar those.
9-2 favourite Royal Cedar still, 6-1 Cool Ground, 2 on 13-2 Bays and Kodiak Island, and Tarconi's just whipped round there at the start. All over to you, Gigi.
And Enver Pack Token was just taken out a little bit at the start. As they come to the first of the 24 fences, they jump, and at it it's Roller Joint who leads. And Enver Pack Token a bit erratic at the first, but they're all safely over. Roller Joint from Kodiak Island, Steersby and Nick the Brief and Little Polvier and Cool Ground and Royal Cedar. Then Bays and Team Challenge and Enver Pack Token and Rosen's Jewelers, and they take the second, the first ditch, which they all jump well. And they've got 4 open ditches to jump. Well, no, they've only got 3. So it's Roller Joint leading from Kodiak Island in second, and then Nick the Brief on the outside of Steersby and Cool Ground, Little Polvier and Team Challenge and Royal Cedar, and Enver Pack Token and Bays and Robinson's Jewels, and the back marker is Tarconi, who just whipped round at the start but didn't lose that much ground. Roller Joint made all the running to win the Scottish National, is in the lead and forcing the pace to Kodiak Island on the inside of Steersby, and the white colours Nick the Brief is wide, sharing second, third and fourth place. Swinging right-handed and down towards the third, and it's Roller Joint leading by a length and a half to Steersby, and then in third is Kodiak Island, Nick the Brief 4, Cool Ground 5, Team Challenge 6, Bays on the inside of Enver Pack Token, and Little Polvier and Tarconi and Robinson's Jewels and Royal Cedar across the track, line across the track, those last 3 names sharing last place. At the third, all over the third, and Roller Joint leading from Kodiak Island in second, and then in third is Steersby in the black and white hoop sleeve jacket, and Brendan Powell setting sail down the back stretch where they have 7 to jump. First 2 they come to plain fences, and as they come into this, oh, a bold jump there by Roller Joint all over that one. That was the 4th, quickly to the 5th, and Roller Joint and Kodiak Island and Steersby and Nick the Brief, a good jump on the outside by Nick the Brief. A couple of lengths into Cool Ground and Team Challenge and Enver Pack Token and Bays and Royal Cedar at the second ditch, all over that one. That was the 6th. Come down towards the 7th, and it's Roller Joint. Roller Joint and Kodiak Island and Steersby and Nick the Brief and Cool Ground, and then comes Team Challenge as they take the 7th. All over the 7th, although Bays just lost a little bit of ground and is now last but 1. Head down towards the 8th end, the first of the 3 railway fences. And Roller Joint in the yellow jacket comes to it, pops over it in the lead. Steersby just a little bit awkward in second, with Kodiak Island, the blue blinkers on the left of the picture. In behind these on the wide outside is Nick the Brief. Tarconi creeping closer, and Enver Pack Token gave Peter Hobbs an anxious moment there as they come to take the last on the far side. And it's Roller Joint leading all over the 10th. Roller Joint and Kodiak Island, and Tarconi, who was very slow out of the gate, is now up there forcing the pace. A length behind these comes Steersby on the inside of Nick the Brief, a gap of 2 lengths then to Cool Ground in the yellow sleeve jacket with Team Challenge on the outside of that. And then behind these comes Enver Pack Token, Robinson's Jewels, Bays, and the back marker is just Little Polvier. They're levelling up to the 11th, which is the pond fence for the first time. And it's Kodiak Island on the left, the blue blinkered horse. Roller Joint on the right, Brendan Powell in the yellow jacket. This is the 11th then, and as they come to it, little between those 2, Steersby again a little bit awkward. He sometimes misses out a fence or 2, but he's a great big powerful horse is Steersby. And Simon McNeil in the black and white hoop sleeve jacket. They've completed the circuit, and this time they take the 12th. And no change, having jumped the 12th down towards the 13th, which is an open ditch, and coming to it. And it's Kodiak Island and Roller Joint who share the lead. They come to this, the ditch. Kodiak Island and Roller Joint. Tarconi on the inside, and with the exception of Little Polvier, who is just 2 or 3 lengths adrift in last place, effectively in a long distance, staying chased. They're quite closely grouped. The order as they pass the for the second time is that Kodiak Island shares the pace with Roller Joint, and then comes Tarconi and Steersby and Cool Ground and Nick the Brief and Enver Pack Token and Team Challenge. Then Robinson's Jewels and Royal Cedar and Bays in the back marker. Just struggling a little bit is Little Polvier. So they swing right-handed down towards the 14th, and Little Polvier, Derek, is just losing touch, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Jimmy Frost's been at him now really for most of the race, and they have been going a very decent gallop. Bays is last but one, but he's really been run off his feet at the moment, and he'll only be staying on up the hill on the final circuit. He really has got his work cut out with him at the moment. Apart from him, the rest of them are quite tightly grouped, and really it's anyone's race, John, at this stage.
Yeah, the interesting thing for me watching this is the fact that Rowlandson's Jules has been jumping much better than I've seen him jump of late, and in the end of this race he's certainly a horse that's going to have a little bit of speed if he's good enough there, and if he's close enough rather in the closing stages.
Well, the race is now beginning in earnest. This is the first of the back straight. Back to you, Graham.
They've got 9 more fences to jump, and Steersby is just losing touch. Little Polvier a little bit awkward, and Kodiak Island takes command. Kodiak Island from Roller Joint and Tarconi and Nick the Brief, and Cool Ground and Ever Back Token and Team Challenge and Royal Cedar and Rowlandson's Jules and Steersby at the last ditch. And over that one, Bay is just starting to pick up a little bit, some 10 lengths off the pace, being set by Kodiak Island. They come down towards the 18th of the 24 fences they jump. And it's Kodiak Island on the left and Roller Joint in the air together, touchdown together. Nick the Brief is pulling hard up on the outside and comes through to share the lead. Tarconi is behind them. Little Polvier is a fence behind, and they come to take the 19th. And over that one, it's Royal Cedar who made a mistake in the striped jacket at the rear of the field to the 20th. And it's Nick the Brief and Roller Joint and Kodiak Island and Tarconi. And Everpack Token has gone there, and that one hampered Steersby at the rear of the field. Over that one, and it's Nick the Brief in the white jacket that comes through to share the lead. They begin to turn right-handed out of the backstretch, and Nick the Brief leading, just going on. The jockey on that faller is on his feet, no problems there. And Nick the Brief goes on from Kodiak Island. Nick the Brief from Kodiak Island. Then Tarconi back in third, and Bays is starting to make significant ground on the outside. That's the Pack Token galloping on riderless. Peter Hobbs is on his feet, but the race is really hotting up, and they've got 3 more to take. And it's Nick the Brief in the lead. Bay is coming there in the pink jacket. Cool Ground on the inside. Then Kodiak Island and Royal Cedar and Steve Smith Eccles of Party Company there. Steersby is out of it, could well be pulled up. They've got 2 to jump, and it's Nick the Brief in the white jacket. Bays and the pink colours comes through the challenge there in second place, with Cool Ground who really stays on up the hill. This hill doing well. Behind these comes Rowlandson's Jules, but has Nick the Brief and Martin Lynch just got first run on the chasing 3. They come down towards the final fence. Nick the Brief, a fine leap, but so too Cool Ground is staying on. Then comes Rowlandson's Jules and Bays, who's staying on well as they race up towards the line. What a ding-dong battle. Cool Ground nearest to it. We're just going to get up, and as they race up towards the line, it's going to be Cool Ground and Nick the Brief in a photo from Rowlandson's Jules. Back in fourth was Bays. A big gap down to Tarconi and Team Challenge and Roller Joint. Then came Kodiak Island, and Steersby did finish, but Little Polvier didn't. That pulled up. The outcome of this Anthony Mildmay Peter Cazalet Memorial, the outcome is a photo between number 7, Cool Ground, in the colours of Whitcomb Manor Racing Stables, ridden by Anthony Tory and trained by Norman Mitchell. But also in that photo is number 2, Nick the Brief, ridden by Martin Lynch, who just got 3-length advantage coming up to the last. But this hill, which in the past in so many races has proved decisive here at Sandown, has proved decisive once again before. On our evidence, there's no doubt about it, nearest to us, number 7, Cool Ground, has got up. The third horse there is number 8, Rowlandson's Jewel.
Second, number 2, Nick the Brief, 15-2, and third, number 8, Rowlandson's Jules at 15-2 again. Number 9, Royal Cedar, was the 92 favourite. The Tech Returns win 680, places 180, 250 and 290. The dual forecast paid £25.20 and 12 rand.